So today I'm going to show you how to replace this old rusty terminal with a new one. So I have an issue with this negative battery clamp. So if you see right here, it's totally tight, whereas on the positive one, there's a gap in between. That's because this positive post is larger than the negative post. This is actually a clamp for the positive terminal. That's why it can still come off when it's clamped all the way. So I went to the store and bought a battery terminal for a battery with posts. So there we go, that's the size of it. So when I come here and compare it now, that'll slide right on there and you can see there's a gap. So then I'll be able to tighten it and it will stay on properly. So I got the two wrenches there that we'll use to undo these bolts and then that one. So all we have to do is, in order to make sure it doesn't electrocute us, take off the battery terminal. And then what we have to do here is undo these two bolts, which will take off the two wires that run the whole vehicle, and then we'll swap them over, and it should be pretty simple. And there we go. So I just loosened this clamp so there was enough for the wires to slide out. So now what we have to do is the same thing. Just loosen these two and slide them on, and then it should be done. Now we're just gonna stick the two wires in between the clamp. So I've already loosened it and it should just be pretty simple to pinch them. So make sure it's in the right orientation first. Make sure that you've got enough space in there, and then just slide them in. So now we got it in there. Just give it a little yank on these wires just to make sure that they are going to stay in. You don't want it to fall off while you're driving, that would be bad. So the next step, you just want to place it on there, and then there's a square head on this side so it locks in there, and then you just spin this one on, and then for mine, once it's on, you want to push it down a little bit so that a little bit of the terminal is sticking up, sort of like on this positive terminal. So there's a little bit proud of the surface, so stick that on there, and then you just want to tighten it up. Once it gets too tight by hand, then you can use a wrench. Alright, now that we're done tightening it, that's it. So you want to remove all your tools and extra plastic bits. Make sure your wires are routed the proper way, so tuck that one down there, and this piece comes down, so then it's not going to get caught by any fan, and then also remove the old one. So once you've done that, you want to just wiggle this terminal, also check the other terminal, and then also wiggle the battery, make sure there's no play. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and also check out some of our other video tutorials.